Welcome to another exciting episode of Doug's Electronic Repair Bench.
Afternoon, YouTube. Here with you today to give you a little vlog at the bench. Kind of explanation, I guess. It's 4:12 in the afternoon on Sunday. I just now got through catching up on video watching. I kind of knew I was going to have a busy weekend. I think it's Thursday of last week, or this past week. My daughter told me that they were planning on a trip and would be out of town on Friday evening. So she asked if I could watch Lexi and Kylie, which was no problem. And I picked them up. Well, I should backtrack a little bit. Friday afternoon, well, actually Friday morning. I think it was around 11 something. I was sitting in my chair watching videos, and I noticed somebody walking up to the door. Couldn't find out it was my granddaughter Kylie. She apparently had left school early and had went with my oldest granddaughter because she had a doctor's appointment, so she had to watch the baby, and so she came early. So it was just me and her until Lexi got out of school at 3. So like I say, we passed the time doing whatever. I don't even remember what it was now. But so I didn't get to watch. Basically, I didn't get to watch any videos from say 11 o'clock until Sunday. Today it was about 11:30 when they got picked up. So that's why it took me so long to catch up on the videos. But anyway. Then, let's see, Friday evening, I had talked to my son to find out what they were doing. He lives on US 50 in Dillsboro, Indiana, and they were having the US 50 yard sale this weekend. And I know he had mentioned several times that he wanted to have a yard sale, and I thought, well, maybe he's doing that. And my daughter was talking to him via text. At the same time I was talking to her, so I told her to mention it to him, and he apparently didn't know anything about it. So anyway, I said, asked him what they were doing Saturday. I thought, me and the girls could ride out and visit with them. So the girls had their school's graduation was Saturday, and I think it went from 2 to 3. So I told him after the graduation we'd come out and visit with them a while. So. In the meantime, he said they were having the town they live near there, Dillsboro, was having I think they call it homecoming, little fair, festival, what do you want to call it. So they were going to be there, and so we headed out after graduation and got to their location about 4:30, I think, Saturday afternoon, and we just drove straight to the fair and just happened to. The street I went down, they were walking up the street as I was coming down, so we met them with no problem, parked the car, and strolled around the fair a little bit. I'm not much on walking, as you guys well know, but I did walk a little bit. Of course, I'm paying for it today, sore, so. Anyway, we did that until, I don't know what time it was. I think it was probably about 7 o'clock. I decided to go back home, so. Long story short, the girls all got together. He has a daughter, Brianna. She is in, I think, 7th grade this year. And they get together and she needs to come home with us and spend the night. So you know how that goes. So I had 3 of them last night. We got home, I don't know what time it was, about 8:39, somewhere around there. And so we watched a movie, and 2 of them fell asleep while the movie was on. So I went to bed before midnight, I think it was. So got up at 8, and then like I said, they stayed until they had breakfast and everything, and stayed till about 11:30. And their father picked them up, and Brianna went home with them, and they were going to go back. My son-in-law's parents live in Versailles, which is pretty much close to Dillsboro, so they were going to take Brianna home. So Anyway, that's pretty much been my busy weekend. I'm going to take a little close-up of my bench here right now and show you that I've got some stuff in that, if I can get this to work, I always press the wrong button because I'm so used to the other one. So, okie doke, I think we're recording now. Again, you guys can see I think I showed you this before. I got the circuit boards in. I've got my capacitors in, got the voltage regulators in, and I also got this little item here, which is a transistor tester. I did play around with it a little bit yesterday, just very shortly, tested a few components. It seems to work well. Excuse me. I plan on doing a more thorough demo of it. Oh yeah, and these pack of disc capacitors came in. There's, I don't know how many, 290 maybe in there, I think, or something like that. But that was a pretty good buy on eBay, so I got that. And so coming up this week, I hope to do a demo on this transistor tester. And I also would like to, I don't know, you guys, some of you guys have these already, and I'd like to find a way to put this in a case. It has mounting screws here on the corners. It's hard to see there, but I think it could be mounted pretty easy in a plastic case. So even something like that project box right there would be good. Just something, because it's got the battery hanging loose on it. And this one came with 3 of these type of clips that are just used to insert into the zero insertion socket there, and basically stay in there, and you just hook it up to whatever you want to test, which is nice. I don't know, you know, it's got all these slots in there. I'm wondering exactly how many it will use at one time. I've used 3 on transistors. Use 3. I tried the voltage regulator. It wouldn't recognize the voltage regulator. Somebody said it might, but it didn't. I was wondering about like a bridge rectifier, that 4-pin bridge rectifier. See if it would recognize that. And you know, I don't know if it will or not. I may try. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, when I do the demo, we'll get to see more about that. It's pretty, really nice device for, I think, 13 bucks I paid for it on eBay. Well, actually, I think it was Banggood, which is another Chinese outlet. But anyway, it was a pretty good buy, I thought. And let's see what else. So that's, you can see the, let me get back a little bit here. My bench is a complete wreck. I haven't cleaned up yet from the power supply project. And that needs to be all done before I start on a new one. And so, like I said, that will have to be done. And like I say, that's let me turn this off here. So anyway, that's got to be done, and I once I get that done, I can start on the project. Well, I said this week, coming week. Now this week I have 2 doctor's appointments. On Monday morning I have my rheumatologist in Indianapolis. That's, I think, 10 o'clock, so I'll have the rest of the day Monday. And then I think Wednesday, I don't know if it's morning or afternoon, I have an appointment with my regular doctor. So then after that, I guess it should be hopefully another 6 months before I go back. So like I say, it's is what it is, I like to say. But I really think, oh, I know what I was going to take. The only thing I haven't got on the parts for the new power supply is the resistors. They have been ordered and they have been shipped, but there's no tracking number on them. They're just being sent first-class mail. And so they'll hopefully be here Monday, Tuesday, maybe around that, if they got on the ball and actually shipped them like they said they did. So this is going to have to be finished tearing up. I want to get this all out of the way and done, and I may work on that again off camera and then show you what I've done. It seems to go better that way because you know, I can listen to the radio and everything, so I do that. So guys, I really didn't want to make this long of a video, but I did. I was just hoping to get this discussed a little bit. Some of you guys, like I say, some of you guys' videos, the short ones I generally watch complete because, you know, they don't take very long. Now, the longer ones sometimes I will skip on if somebody's doing, say for instance, sanding on a car or something like that, and, you know, I may start watching the sanding and then end with the sanding, you know, and then wait until they start talking again or something like that. But it's just, you know, it's kind of like, I understand why you guys do it. It's important for those who want to learn how to sand or whatever to do that and show your work and things like that. I understand that. And, you know, I probably could learn a lot from doing that, but I don't know that I'm going to be doing that to my car. I may go ahead and sand the top if I ever get out there and do anything with it. But I don't think I'll be going into in-depth in mine because I'm just going to roll the paint on, number one. And, you know, it's just something to improve the looks of it. It's not going to be a show car. If it ever does get fixed, it's going to be a driver. And I just want the top has got some rust in it, surface rust. And it's primer and things like that, and it looks terrible. It's supposed to be white, it's actually brown, so that's the only reason I'm doing that. And I thought, you know, if the rolling the what's that type, Rust-Oleum on works out well on the top, then I might try some of the body panels and see what that will do. But again, cross that bridge when I come to it, if I ever get to it. The girl's kind of chomping at the bit, wanting to help me do that. So maybe this summer I get some of that done. And like I say, that's on down the road some. But anyway, I do watch the videos. If I've got time, I watch the whole thing because you know, just like today, I was trying to catch up on things, and there was a couple of videos I had to sort of skip ahead. Even Jim Lindeness, I usually watch all of his, and I had to skip his too, a lot of his, because it's just you know, things I've seen him do before and stuff like that, because you know. But anyway, I try to watch all the videos all the way through if I can, and especially the new guys, you know, that I've just subscribed to. Things like that, and like I say, I try to watch them all the way through and get a good knowledge of what they're doing or trying to do and stuff like that. You know, knowledge is never a bad thing, and it's always a good thing. So, like I say, here I am babbling. As 64 Goat would say, I am flapping my gums too much. So, I guess I will stop this here and get this mess cleaned up so I can actually get something done. I might make another video tonight if I get this cleaned up and try to get that posted either tonight or tomorrow. So I want to get the doctor visits out of the way, and that's something I dread doing because, you know, it's the same thing every time you go, it seems like. Yeah, you're doing all right, your numbers are good, you know, nothing changes. Which I guess is good, but but you know, at the same time, you think, well, what am I going here for and doing all this? Why am I taking 10 pills a day? You know, 10 different medications a day. You know, some of them twice a day. But anyway, so like I say, that's all. They either here or there. So you know, again, I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you all have a pleasant Sunday afternoon and evening. And I'll get back with you when I get back with you.